Alright, ladies and gentlemen, probably, who cares if my face isn't getting the shot? Really, I need you to see the wrist presence of a watch, but I was kind of scared to buy it because this Seiko SBDC051, it's 42.5 millimeters, and I was scared it would be too small. A reader, Joss Hu, told me it played bigger, and Bruce Williams has a video of it on his YouTube channel, and I really liked the video, but I was concerned about the size of it. You know, Bruce Williams flipped his. I'm going, why did he flip this? Because I like the specs on this. And so I got it yesterday, and I was immediately impressed with it, and immediately impressed with the wrist presence. It plays bigger than a 42.5. You know, my students many years ago, they taught me a Spanish expression, Piquito pero picoso, small but spicy. This has a very powerful look to it. It also screams luxury. It has a shiny lacquered polish on it. Now tomorrow or the next day or so I should do a close-up comparison of this with the Seiko Sumo so you can see the size differential. Another thing about this watch, it has dome sapphire. This Seiko has Excellent Loom, better than my Seiko Transocean. It has the sapphire, which is not on the MM300. The MM300, which I own the SBDX017, a holy grail among many. It disappeared on my wrist, and this one doesn't. There's something about the way the bezel fans outward on this that makes it play bigger. And it's really a classy watch. You know, I don't think a non-watch person will even notice this on you. On the other hand, you know, a non-watch person is really not going to notice any watch on you unless it's you know, some oversized over-the-top thing. But I think a watch obsessive will geek out on this. It checks just about every box. It has really clean, elegant lines. I would say it could be, an argument could be made, it's better than any Seiko I've ever owned. Let me just run down this for you. This has sapphire, the MM300 doesn't. This plays large on my wrist. The MM300 would shrink on my wrist. Let's look at my blue Seiko Transocean. Beautiful blue dial, unbelievable quality and luxury for the price, the ceramic bezel. Though I find the Seiko Transocean a little busy. You know, there's something about the way you got this coin-shaped case, and then you got this kind of Battlestar Galactica science fiction bracelet on it, especially at the lugs. And it reminds me of, whereas this would be, if we could use an analogy, this would be like the clean lines of a Mercedes C-Class. And the Transocean is more like one of those brand new Lexus SUVs. You can either get the 4-cylinder or the 6-cylinders. They look like crazy Gotham City Batman vehicles. Hey man, I cannot process that. This is clean, man. I definitely prefer this to my Transocean. This feels like me. I'm very happy with this. If I can just get you a wrist presence shot on that thing. Man, and then I used to have a Seiko Kinetic Diver, 48 millimeters. It was the SUN019. I love that three-dimensional watch, and I owned it 6 times. But the 3 o'clock crown on it, it made my my skin right here at the base of my hand, it made it raw. I put a raw hole in my hand. And this one, it doesn't do that. You know, yesterday I was a little perturbed by the 3 o'clock crown. I'm used to it now. I'm spoiled because all my diver watches have 4 o'clock crowns. And I was almost thinking to myself, that's the only flaw in this. It doesn't have a 4 o'clock. Though today it's really not even bothering me. I guess I got used to it. What are you doing, McMahon? Are you turning into the princess and the pea? Are you feeling the pea under 25 mattresses? You going soft on me, son? So it's not bothering me today. So I have a watch coming in transit, and I got to do a couple of bracelet changes, and if things work out the way I think they're going to work out, my collection will be 5 watches, and I'll be ready to do my state of the collection. For those of you who don't know me and my channel, I've gone through this. I have to have a small collection. It's just where my watch obsession took me. I absolutely cannot have a large collection. Some people do. A guy that I admire quite a bit lives a couple streets down. He works at SpaceX. He has a 24 collection. He's totally happy. I go completely nuts when I have a big collection. I cannot deal with it. As one of the viewers of this channel told me, it's like having too many paintings on the wall, dude. You just can't process it. And I agree with him. I cannot have like 29 paintings on the wall in my living room. I go crazy. I'm about due for a painting change. But what I got to do a couple more videos about this. I need to do a close-up next to the Sumo so you can see the difference, and I need to do a state of the collection. And the more I think about it, this 051, I think it's the best watch I've ever bought. I mean, I really should hold back on the hyperbole. I should give it another couple of weeks. But right now, after wearing it for a couple of days, I'm totally digging this watch. The daytime loom is so gorgeous. I love that about a watch. I love a watch that technically the specs say it's not that big, but then it plays big, and then it has this strong daytime loom, and then it has this Diashield lacquered polish coating all over it, the dome sapphire. You're checking all my boxes, dude. You're getting me excited. It's a mature watch too. It's not over the top, yet it works. It's really classic in that regard. I don't want to forget anything else. I do definitely like this more than the Transocean. So I cannot. The thing about the Sumo, just to compare it to that for a second, the Sumo has an aluminum bezel. This is stainless steel, and this has a much higher quality bracelet. And then, of course, it has a sapphire. I'd say the Sumo's slightly more comfortable because the Sumo has the crown at the 4 o'clock, but it's not that big of a difference. Man, I think this might be the best Seiko I've bought. It might be the best watch I've bought. I mean, I'll do an update on it. And if you like this kind of styling, maybe you want to check this out. It's so good, I might flip my Transocean. And we'll see, though. I'll do my state of the collection in about a week or two at the most. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am loving this 051. And until next time, I am out.